guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna go straight in with the eyes. I've already done my face, and we're starting off with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Back to the Bronze, and I'm just using my fingers to apply that all over my eyelids, and then going in with a clean brush and just blending all the harsh edges out. And because it's a cream product, you do have to take your sweet time into blending that in. So just going in circular motions and just making sure there are no harsh lines showing. And then I'm going in with this ivory shade from E.L.F. Cosmetics, and I'm just placing that in my brow bone as my highlight, and I'm using a flat shader brush for that. Next, I'm taking the Rimmel, I think it's an eyeshadow trio in Orion, and I'm going to mix those two shades and use them as my transition shade. And I'm using a bigger, fluffier blending brush to do that. And I'm just placing that in the crease and just buffing everything out, making sure that there are no harsh lines showing anywhere, as well as the cream shadow is blended really well. And then I'm going in with the darker shadow and building up the intensity. I was going for like a halo sort of eye look this time around. So I'm just basically laying the shadow down and just making sure everything is blended perfectly, and then trying to build in the intensity with that darker shadow. I think it's called Mocha, and that's from E.L.F. as well. I wasn't really filling that shadow. It wasn't giving me the depth that I wanted. So I'm going in with the Loreal eyeshadow duo in the color Brazen. And I'm using the darker shadow in that to just put that in the outer in the outer corner of the eye and the inner corner. And I am going to just connect the two and blend that into the crease as well. And I'm just taking my time to build that shadow. It is a little bit on the darker side, so I'm just placing and then building slowly, and then blending along the way as well, so that we don't have any harsh lines showing anywhere. I'm going back in with that darker shadow in the Rimmel palette, and I'm just placing that on my lower lash line, and I'm using an eye defining crease brush, and that was from Essence of Beauty. And then I'm going in with that same L'Oreal shadow and placing that on my lower lash line as well, and I'm using the E.L.F. angled shadow brush for that. And then I'm just cleaning everything up with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder underneath my eyes, because I'd already done my foundation and concealer. So I'm just making sure there's no fallout, there are no harsh lines, and just blending everything in. Then I'm taking my Ciate Chloe Morello palette. This is the volume 1, and I'm just using my fingers to apply that shadow. And that was Dainty, I believe. And I'm first using my fingers to apply that, and then I'm going to take a brush and make sure that everything is seamless. I'm also intensifying the darker shade on either side, and then I will try and overlap the middle shadow so that everything is looking seamless. And then using a brush to do that, and I was using the NYX shadow brush. So just making sure that it's nicely highlighted there, and there I'm overlapping the two shadows. And then just blending. Blending is the key for this. You don't want any harsh lines peeking through anywhere. And I'm also making sure there's nothing on the brush, just running that underneath my lower lash line. And then for my eyeliner, I was using the Maybelline Master Precise. It's the pen eyeliner. It's a very fine tip. Gives you a lot of control over your eyeliner. You can go as thin as you like. I did make sure to wing it out a little bit, and just to kind of elongate your eye shape. And then for my mascara, I'm using the Revlon Photoready 3D volume mascara. I hate that one, don't get it. And then going in with my Hoola bronzer and bronzing up the usual places, so all your hollows, and then basically everything that you want to shrink. And I was using the E.L.F. blush brush for that. So just the usual places, the hollows of my cheekbones, temples, forehead, around my jawline, and I used a smaller shader brush from Clinique for my nose contour. I didn't really contour, it's just warming up my skin a little bit. I was using the Covergirl foundation, which seems a little bit lighter on my skin tone, so just needed to get some color back in. And for my blush today, I'm using the Sephora Framboise Attraction No. 3 blush. I love this one. It's a really nice color to just kind of give you a flush of color on your cheeks. So just using that on the apples of my cheeks. And then for my highlighter today, I wanted to keep it really simple. I didn't want something super glowy. So I decided to go with the Balm's Luminized Assisted Trio, and I used Cindy Louminizer for all the usual places of highlights. So that's my cheekbones, brow bone, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and chin. And then I always take a little bit on my forehead around my temple area, just so that it kind of reflects beautifully in light. And then I'm taking the Mary Louminizer just to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, and then taking that up a little bit on my brow bone as well. Just like that, just to kind of brighten up the inner corner, because we do have a lot of darkness going on around there. For my lipstick today, I kept it really simple and pink. This is Rose Blush from Rimmel's Moisture Renew line. I love that shadow. Sorry, I love that shade. And then I'm topping it up with my NYX lip gloss in Natural. I am still going to spray my face with the Mario Badescu spray, and that completes the look. So I hope you guys had fun watching this. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.